I would please ask for your support to our men and women who are doing heroic work along the border. While our 2020 budget will help address this crisis, we will need additional funding even sooner. Given the scale of what we're facing, we will exhaust our resources before the end of this fiscal year, which is why this week the administration will be sending a supplemental funding request to the Congress.
It's Acting Homeland Security Secretary Kevin McAleenan admitting the agency's running out of money because of the exploding number of migrants crossing the border. A new Washington Post ABC poll shows even Democrats are now growing sharply more concerned about the crisis on the southern border. Let's bring in Congressman Andy Biggs. He is Border Security Caucus co-chair. Congressman, money is a problem, clearly, but more than money, you have these amnesty laws that have gaping holes in them that are leading to the influx of migrants. Isn't that more of a problem than money?
Well, actually, we got to have resources because we have no place to detain people that are coming across, David. And so right now, you get all these asylee applicants. We can't even hold them. And right now, we're seeing people now that we can't hold who come over and simply, they don't even declare asylum anymore. They just know that we have to release them because we have no place to put them. So we've got to get some funding and resources so we could at least get some temporary detention facilities up. But you're right, we also at the same time have to deal with closing these loopholes, such as how these people can come in and declare asylum and we immediately let them loose, do the Flores decision.
Congressman, this is Gary Kalpam. For months, we have been hearing what caravans and what crisis, even though we've been seeing video after video after video of many coming across. So we're now hearing Democrats maybe we do have a crisis. Is anybody actually on the move? Do they recognize it's an immediate concern right now that has to be attended to?
I'm not seeing the urgency that I would expect if they really believed it was an emergency. So what I'm suggesting to you is some of them, I actually heard one say the other day that it's still a manufactured crisis. I thought we got rid of that narrative about a month ago. It is real, and I invite all my colleagues who dispute whether it's real to come on down with me to the border. I'll take them, and I don't try to sway it, but it's real. But the urgency is not there yet. Because I think we're getting closer because you're getting the intelligentsia. Some of them are coming on and they're saying it's a real problem. Yeah. You're getting places in states like New Mexico declaring an emergency. That's critical to getting the critical mass necessary to turn the tide.
Congressman, it's John Layfield. It's good to have you on the show, sir. I saw one report that had 860,000 asylum cases are still pending right now. So this has been going on for some time. That's going to take a couple of years to work through. Even if you add detention centers, sir, we can't build a detention center for 1 million people. I understand what you're saying, and I know you're not implying that. But what do you do when you say you're going to close these loopholes? What happens physically at the border? Do you turn these people away? How do you change the asylum system? Because what's going on right now is simply untenable. Even if you build the border wall, people claiming asylum, this is not going to work.
Right. So of those 860,000, John, here's the way to think of it. They're already in the general public. We're not going to get them back anytime soon. But there's a flood coming over now. We can maybe detain some of those, whether we build detention facilities or contract with state or local jails that have vacancies. We could do that. But the way we get at this as well is we can make our CBP agents, we can turn them into immigration officers. And if that's the case, they can make some determinations immediately. And that might help us as well. But we have got to also leverage Mexico, because Mexico has got to keep some of them over on their side of the border. And the way you leverage that is they have to basically sign an international protocol saying that they're going to be recognized as the last safe state, and they'll hold those people. That's the only way I can think of that's going to defeat that Ninth Circuit ruling that came out about 10 days ago.
Congressman, it's Carol Roth. I don't know if you caught the 60 Minutes piece over the weekend, but they did a piece on the border. And what was striking to me was the level of treatment that these people at the border were receiving. They were getting food, they were getting shelter, there were diapers for the young kids, there was medical care. The reality is these people who are bucking our laws are being treated better than people in our own country, than our homeless, than people on the west side of Chicago where I live. What do you say to the citizens who are seeing that people are coming here illegally and breaking our laws and not citizens are getting more dollars and more attention than some of the citizens of our own country?
Quick answer,
Well,
Congressman.
Yeah, that's the frustration. They're getting 3 meals and they're getting more attention than some of our citizens. That is fundamentally and morally wrong, and that's why we have to do something immediately.
Congressman Andy Biggs, always a pleasure to see you, Congressman. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Thanks, David.